What's up? What's up? Real MVPs, Ricky Widmer here, and welcome into a staple of MVP sports. This is the mock of well, not the mock of mocks. It is the Discord
mock of the people.
The mock of the people. That's it. The mock of the people. The Prez. The Rock. Who else?
It's the people's mock.
Joe Biden, because he's president. What other presidential things can I say?
I don't. I'm afraid.
These are the picks of people from our Discord. So basically, before we get into everything and I explain everything, if you want to support us, first off, thank you for being here. If you want to support us, Patreon link is down below. If you would like to maybe be a part of more of this or be a part of next year's Discord mock draft, you can join the Discord. That link is down below. Also, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Dave Oster. Dave, it's been a long day of recording. It is about 9:41 as we are recording this late at night.
We got in Discord at about 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's been a day.
It's been a good day. It's like, what is that? Ice Cube would say it's been a good day.
That's right. People to be quoting that.
That was, well, I mean, what he mentions in there, was it the Lakers? Yeah, the Lakers beat the Supersonics that day.
There you go.
I mean, it was like some July day in the 90s. Someone mapped it out. But this is our Discord mock draft. So basically, what this is we had people from our Discord sign up. We gave them teams. They got to make the pick for that team at that pick. The same person has the same team. So, for example, like Soapy made the Nets picks. He made both net picks. You didn't get someone where someone was making one and a different person was making another. You got that team. We've got a lot of different people. We're actually going to invite some of them into this Discord call to announce their pick as they are the GM. We had some great J-Dub last year, Tim each time a different pair of glasses when he was a part of it. It's always a great time, and I can't wait. I know the results of this mock draft. Dave does not, so I can't wait to see.
Seeing nothing. I can't wait to see
some of this because I know
the
Dave
brain trust of our Discord put together.
Dave is a very harsh criticizer.
It's what I do. It's what I bring to the table. If you're on this channel, you want to see Dave criticize things. Let's be honest. That's the value I bring.
You either love it or hate it, right? Like you're either coming because you love it or you watch it because you hate watch it.
You hate watch it. Many a channel.
How many people, this is something that I've never asked you before.
Yeah.
How many people, two-part question, number one, hate watch our content because they hate you? Percentage.
I think we're pretty logical people, so I'd probably say like 20%. Like 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 feels like hate watcher.
How many people do you think watch our content because they hate watch me?
Well,
that's part 2.
Let's bring up a little bit higher.
And I mean, how many people with the fast break? How many people hate watched because of Sean?
Not all many. Of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Hey, Sean was right about the Nuggets, though. Eventually,
true.
He was right. He was very right about the Nuggets. But Dave, we've got a mock to get to. So without further ado, you're gonna be the dude getting the guys in here as
phrasing.
Didn't expect to do that right away. Is that, well, you heard what it is. I bleeped that. You're going to be the one pulling people in, pulling people out, letting them know so we don't pull them in mid-conversation because they are in one of the other voice channels. Sam is first on the clock with the Spurs. Let's see who Sam picked. There's going to be a little downtime here, obviously, between getting people in, getting people out, making sure they know that they're coming up. Sam, how we doing today, bud?
Good.
Feel like I haven't talked to you in a while, Sam. Like how has it been since we last talked, which was many, many moons ago?
Yeah, it's back when we could call in.
Actually, if my memory recalls, I was officially the last call-in session at the
old studio. There you go.
Started.
There you go. I love it.
Before the dark times of the pandemic. But Sam, you're on the clock, number 1 with the Spurs. Who's your pick, bud?
Victor Wembanyama.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
There was only one choice to make there, and I'm glad you made it. I appreciate that.
Yep.
All right. I will put you back in the watch along one moment.
So
definitely tabbing through things. Don't mind me.
Pretty much chalk, right? Like, did you expect, Dave? You didn't know what was coming. Did you expect cacophony from the start? Did you expect not to see Victor?
And no insult to Sam. Victor was the number one pick. I feel like that pick deserves no explanation. It's Victor. Let's move on. Let's see where things get weird.
So I will say this. Some of the people who have made picks this year, I do want to say, I haven't said this disclaimer. This year's Discord mock was put together very haphazardly last second. You guys know I've talked about it nauseum about the draft room. We came into the process late. Yeah. Well, the Discord mock kind of fell apart. I want to give a big thank you to Campser for basically bringing it back to the forefront of my mind, especially because I had forgotten completely about it. Campser's the main reason why this is happening today. I will say that. So thank you to Campser. Some of the people are unable to make picks tonight because we weren't able to plan it out like we usually did. So you might have me making some picks, but saying this is who's making the pick. And we have that situation. He actually just messaged me, said that he's leaving now and that he'll DM as soon as he walks through the door. So like I told him, he's going to miss his first pick, but we will probably see him at 14 when he picks for the Pacers. But Dave's second pick, Sean, had the Hornets pick.
Okay, so two guys on the board for most people. Brandon Miller, Scoot, which way to go?
He went with you, Dave. He went Scoot Henderson from G League Ignite.
Golf clapping for him.
Golf clap because the Discord won't let you clap.
Yeah, my noise canceling's amazing. Great pick. I'm with you there. Scoot is the correct guy to take here at 2. Better point. He's just a great talent. Amazing point guard. Super explosive athlete. Just built like a brick house that shouldn't be 6'2" kind of thing. Crazy long wingspan. So I'm very happy with the pick. I think the pairing with Lonzo. Jesus, Lonzo. I'm a Bulls fan. I'm sorry.
LaMelo.
The pairing with LaMelo is fantastic, though. So no problem with that. It's good to go. Good move.
Number 3. Again, someone else who couldn't be here. Mad Rogue.
Okay.
Mad Rogue selected for the Blazers at 3.
Wild card or not.
Brandon Miller, forward from Alabama.
Okay. We're going stock. We're going stock here. And again, to reminder to anyone watching now, we did not allow trades because of how short time period. This was literally like a 2-day turnaround thing. So we are going stock, draft order stock, no trades, no nothing, no shenanigans. Brandon Miller 3. I mean, I like it because I think that honestly, I think that the Blazers would be able to keep him, start him, and have success right away with Dame. And he's still a great long-term piece for that team if they do ever decide to move away from Dame.
And Dave, the one thing I have to bring up, because there's going to be some people that doubt it, but you and I are ahead of the NBA news, Dave. We are ahead of things because one of the things we talked about, we did a video on Bradley Beal. Check it out if you haven't already. Watch this, then watch that. And in that, we talked about the Wizards making a trade with the Blazers involving a certain Kristaps Porzingis.
Certain Tingus Pingus.
Tingus Pingus. And Dave tweeted out today by the NBA Central. They said, per Evan Massey, this was at 6:09 Central, the Blazers and Wizards have discussed a trade centered around the number 3 pick and Kristaps Porzingis. Dave, we know what we're talking about sometimes.
I'm gonna be honest, that was a credit to you. You were the one who decided.
No, I did. That's why I'm bringing
we're
it up hardcore.
It was like, we're an hour into this discussion around Bradley Beal and trades, but like, what if we threw on another trade on top of this trade to make all these trades even better? And you brought the Blazers in, and you thought Kristaps.
It's because they had 8 and 10. I'm like, I could flip 8 and 10 for 3 with Kristaps taking on the Nurk Dog contract. Let me take on that. Let me take on that contract, and basically, it was nice to see, like, hey, we didn't know this was coming, and it did. And we recorded that probably 2 hours before that
So-
news broke.
Do we have the same ideas that NBA GMs have confirmed? Like,
Pretty
are we?
much,
we
Dave.
got some front-
Dave, we've been saying
we have
it
front office
nauseum.
brains.
Exactly. Like, you know it. You're the basketball guy. That's
do.
your primary
I
thing.
am.
Football with me. Like, a football team should scoop me up, and an NBA team should scoop you up.
I am
Because
available.
we'll draft gems. We'll draft gems. No one ever had a problem.
Well, you got to
with
watch
my
out about
NFL
me.
mocks.
I have a tendency. You know what? I've got
Dave
some
falls
things
in
to
love
watch
with
out for.
guys. He falls in love.
I
with
do have an issue with short point guards who are maybe not the best choice of character off the court, but let's not get too deep into that.
It's either vice versa. You either fall in love with them to where they have no faults, or they have faults but you ignore them. Or
I'm aware of the faults.
Or you despise them so much they have positive things, but you only focus on and bring up the negative.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wish there was a.
Well, let's be honest, Dave. We're going to talk about a couple
He's
of
not
them in
short.
this mock.
Okay, it's okay. He's not short.
So at number 4, this is, I will say this, the first shakeup.
Rest just fell.
Did it? The first shakeup in this mock, Dave.
Okay, Houston Rockets at 4.
J-Dub had the Rockets pick.
I'm afraid but excited. J-Dub, for those who don't know on the outside, unique thinker. He's the old man of our Discord. He does not like that title, but
Let's not throw around the O word, Dave.
But
some people put us in that category. Let's not throw the O word
I'm the
around.
second oldest person in this Discord. Okay, I got some seniority up this. But he does not groupthink, which I love, because J-Dub is truly someone who you can talk about, you know, any pick anywhere across the board, and you're going to hear names that you're like, oh, I didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
So what did he bring to the table here?
Anthony Black, Arkansas.
Woo!
The Rockets take. So that means both Thompson twins were on the table still. Didn't take them. Went Anthony Black. What do you think would be the thought process? And does Anthony Black even fit? Because I've heard nobody talk about Anthony Black to the Rockets. Now, yet again, I will say, I didn't say this before, this is if they were the GM. This is not what they think will happen. This is if J-Dub is the GM of the Rockets, this is who he's picking.
Right. And here's the thing. A lot of the rumors to the Rockets been Amen Thompson.
Well, because they said they like him.
They said they like him. We all heard it.
Jalen
Green went on Playoff P's podcast and just blatantly said so I was like, maybe. I mean, that. God bless NBA players and their podcasts. We've never seen more content, and it's fantastic. But if you believe in archetypes, like 2K style, jumbo size point guard checks both boxes, Amen and Black. So look, we got the same style as far as what we're looking for. The difference is Amen Thompson is insanely athletic, like number one. Well, people are saying top 5, top 10 athlete in the NBA day one. His first step is incredible. Great passer, all that stuff comes along with it. Understandable. Anthony Black comes in as a top tier defender already. We're projecting Amen a little bit. He's very good, but like right now it looks like Anthony Black may be close, if not, maybe a slight edge as of today, especially at his age. Both read really well. Both can do a lot of things. Both don't have great shots. So like the big differentiator for a lot of people is just athleticism of a Thompson versus Anthony Black, who is athletic but not in that unique category. So this is some would call it a reach, but I would say Anthony Black's been mocked in the like 6 to 14 range pretty often. Yeah. So if you take
a little outside the area, but
it's a little outside, but it's not egregious. Would I do it? No, but
what would be egregious? Top 3, top 2, number 1.
Yeah, if you took Anthony Black 1, that'd be pretty bad. I'd have to have.
Could you imagine they pass on Victor for Anthony Black? Oh.
That would be an instant firing. Like I think a team would. I think a team would literally, after that pick was handed in, would go up and be like, "That doesn't count. Yeah. He's not our GM anymore. Yeah. We fired him actually, and
we fired him right before he picked up the phone. Actually, paperwork went through.
The guy with the card lied.
Yeah,
fired him. We really wanted that guy's taking the fall. 100%.
Number 5.
Have cards?
No, I don't think so. It's all electronics now, Dave.
Yeah, that's the point.
Number 5, the Pistons.
Okay.
Soapy had the Pistons.
Soapy is a Pistons fan.
You know, I'll ask you this.
One man.
I'll ask
Soapy's
you this.
One man.
With Amen Thompson being there, is he the pick at 5? What do you think?
No,
it's Cam Whitmore. Villanova.
Calm. Because Soapy is just bought in so hard on Calm Whitmore because that's all Piston fans want to talk about.
Do you think it would be a missight if this really happened? Pistons have Amen Thompson, Calm Whitmore, and they take Calm over Amen.
Yeah, I mean it's a situation where you're like, oh well, we've looked at this guy for so long. We know that he's a fit in our system, which he would be. For those of you who don't know, Calm Whitmore is a play finisher, super athlete, crazy athletic, and really good shooter. Actually, surprisingly enough, can do a little bit off the dribble, but not much. Mostly downhill. That's just weird. Please don't. You're like reverse Pebbles, right? From the
dude. I do it all the time in our videos. You haven't seen me just put it in and leave it.
I don't know. I don't notice, but I don't like it.
I will just sit here at my desk while I'm thinking, and then just like put it in and just leave it. Put it in and then leave it. That's how you know it's late. But Dave, continue.
so Calm is a play finisher because he does not pass the ball. If you look up his stats at Villanova, historically low passing.
Yeah.
He's in a category of his own almost. So yes, his other tape, he did actually pass the ball a little bit, but it really seemed like he wasn't interested in that. So you do have to wonder about his feel for the game, but you're in a system playing next to Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey. Both those guys can create. So you feel a little bit better about it. He is, if it translates through, deadly shooter, crazy good athlete, good cutter, like, sure, I can understand why you're picking him because there's not a lot of teams where he would thrive on, and the Pistons are one of those teams. Now, would I take him with those people on the board still?
No, I know you wouldn't.
I would not. So, Soapy, I'm very interested to see where I believe receipts land in about a year. And I know draft picks, you always want to give them like 4, but I think we'll be able to see this one pretty quick.
Dave, next up, someone that will be pulled in. Chainsaw is the GM for the Magic, and he was really excited about this team. Really, like, Chainsaw was really happy that I gave him the Magic. This is a team that he really wanted, like really wanted to do it for Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Chainsaw, how we doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you guys doing?
So I got a bone to pick with you first. Are you on your computer?
I am.
So you're telling me that you're okay Twitch streaming with your camera on, but you have the audacity to hide behind your screen in our Discord mod?
You don't like us like that?
All right, hold up.
He's like, hold up. I'm just saying, if you're gonna show it, and then maybe I might do what I was gonna do. I was gonna throw you a bone, Chainsaw.
You're gonna throw me a bone.
I was gonna throw you a bone. I was gonna give you a little. I was gonna give you what we call in the biz a little pluggy poo.
A little Riz.
A little Riz. He's sitting there like, man, I didn't want to turn this on. We knew this would happen. What up, buddy? So
what's up?
This is a team that you were very excited to make the pick for, the Orlando Magic.
For nefarious reasons, not you recall correctly.
Got to get the gift back, man.
And before you make your pick,
shed, dude. And yeah.
Oh man, I didn't.
Bulls fan.
Yeah.
So you've also set just now a first for the channel. You are the first.
What do you mean?
You are the first non-Ricky Dave JD person on this channel to be bleeped. You are officially on the sheet with a bleep when I do my recording. Before you make your pick, because you turned your camera on, I'm going to be gracious enough. Plug your Twitch, man, because you're playing some great games. People should watch you.
Yeah, my Twitch is chainsaw_chief. I appreciate it. Hold on.
Chainsaw_chief.
Yeah, I haven't keeping it easy. It's funny you say that.
I mean, hey, I've seen you stream. JD talks about your streaming. JD says you and him are going to be playing a game, something about Fallujah.
We've been playing Squad, but yeah.
Okay.
He's trying to get me to play it. which I'm thinking about. But with that being said, who you picking for the Magic at numero 6? Right? 6.
I'm afraid.
With the
I'm waiting for
pick in the
some-
draft. What?
No, I'm sorry. I should let you
With the
go.
sixth pick in the draft,
It's worse in my mind. Whatever you're gonna do.
the Orlando Magic select Taylor Hendricks.
We will see you again, buddy. Obviously, Magic have picks and you have more
All right.
picks.
All right, see you
No,
soon.
So that's
here
a
we-
choice. That's a choice, Chainsaw.
Mm.
I'm just gonna remove because I got a lot.
What do
I
you
got
think? Taylor Hendricks, number 6 to the Magic.
So generously, I'm gonna assume that he still thinks the Magic should get a player who goes to range, which is good. Taylor Hendricks, we've heard him mocked anywhere from 5. I think he had a decent workout, all the way up to like 15. So like he's basically like mid to end of lotto. Fit wise is a thing. He could be their 4. When you go Paulo at the 5, Franz is small enough to go down. And in theory, he might be able to play the 3 a little bit defensively. He's a pretty mobile wing, to his credit. Good 3-point shooter. Would help space the floor. So, like, he sort of ticks boxes as far as, like, he does shoot 3s. He does defend the rim. And he is big and long. So, as much as I think this is a troll pick,
I got no problem with this BPA, Dave. Just pure BPA. I don't know what problem you could have with this pure
as much as
BPA.
I want to hate on this pick, I think it's still.
I mean, our Magic fans out there, they agree it's BPA.
Hi, I'm gonna wait for you to just get to this. We'll timestamp it. I'll just look at hi.
Yep, just all of them. All of them's BPA, man.
There's a way that I could see this working out, and in 10 years, could he be the 6th best player in this draft class? Maybe.
Chainsaw also has a second pick along with the Magic, so we'll see.
I'm afraid. I'm more afraid for that one now. But do people know that the Thompson twins are in the draft class?
Yeah, we'll see. Speaking of that,
Oh no!
At 7, we got Camser coming up, so bear with us as we get Camser in here. He's gonna make the pick for the Pacers. This is the beauty of the Discord mock. The time of direction of get that, like, okay, are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let me pull him in.
I'm not jumping over there. No, I'm just giving a 3-second countdown.
Camser, how we doing? Oh, and he's gone. And
he did not want to be here. He did not want to be here.
He is not. He is not ready.
That's unfortunate.
I believe Camser last year we had some difficulties. He's in the watch along. He said hello.
I'm here. It pulled me out.
It pulled you out.
You might hit like enter something and had the channel highlight.
Camser, how we doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you guys hear me?
And we can hear you. Who are you
Yes,
taking at number 7 with the Pacers?
All right, with the 7th pick in the 2023 NBA draft, I have the Indiana Pacers selecting Jarace Walker, forward out of the University of Houston.
Okay. See, I can respect that at least, Camster. Thank you for picking a player who's actually worked out with the team, actually talked to the team and other things. It does seem like there's a good chance he could go here if he's available.
I'm guessing that's a reaction to the 4th pick.
Definitely not a reaction to 4 or 6. Definitely not. not overreacting at all here, guys. But yeah, no, great pick.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll obviously see you later on.
Yep.
All right.
So I say that, Dave, because you said, do the Thompson twins even exist? 7 picks through, Thompsons are still available, both of them.
I disagree with the fact that they're still available, but I understand the Pacers potentially still being interested in Jarace Walker over them. Jarace is someone who's got a unique skill set because he is a do-it-all wing who is able to not only be a 4 on offense, but defend the 5, defend the 3, defend the 2. He can space the floor pretty well. We saw him in one of the best defenses in college basketball last year at Houston, where he was able to be their anchor, but he's also able to be a swingman as far as facilitating. They would kick it to him in the post. He was able to make decisions. People have thrown out like he's got like a basketball IQ, somewhere in the range, or they're hoping he has somewhere in the range of Draymond Green-esque impact on the offensive side of the ball as a big, which would be great. Very unique player and great measurables. So like he ticks all the boxes that you could possibly want in a top prospect. And there are people who do have him over one of the Thompson twins, or maybe both. But I can understand it because they are both older prospects who have a lot to prove. Definitely don't have a shot, that's super reliable yet. So there's a lot to like about Drace.
So Dave, what I did for the next pick, it's a Raph who is not able to be here tonight.
Okay.
The one thing I did, Dave, because we had 8 people sign up for this.
Yep.
The one thing I made it, 2 things I made sure to do. One, tried to spread picks out evenly.
Okay.
So like, for example, Soapy, Sam, and Sean had 3 picks. Then some people had 4. Mad Rogue was the only one with 5 because, the Jazz have 3 picks.
Understandable.
One thing I tried to do also was each person who was in the mock got a top 8 pick.
I like
so
that.
we have had no double ups you've noticed in the top 8. Correct. That was planned that way. So a Raph for the Wizards at 8. Who do you think it is?
It has to be Amen Thompson.
It is a Sir Thompson.
It is a Sir Thompson.
It is a Thompson. You are right. But it is a Sar Thompson, not Amen Thompson.
Good.
I love your reactions. Like, it's like, it's Amen Thompson. It's a Sir Thompson. It's a Sir. Like you just said, it's a Sir Thompson.
My brain was still processing it, and I didn't have anything else to say other than being back at me. Like,
that's how shocked you were. You were like, wait, what?
I heard this thing in my brain, and I'm like, I'm going to say it out loud to make sure that you agree with me. That's definitely what I heard. We're not confusing anything here. Okay, we're on the same page. It was a Sar Thompson.
You didn't type the wrong name?
Well, so here's the thing.
Patrick Williams, Kevin Williams?
That was the Wizards, correct? We're on the
Wizards. Yeah,
so the Wizards, if they wanted to, could take a Sar Thompson. They do have a big hole at point guard. They failed to fill for years now. Since John Wall left, they had Russell Westbrook for a hot minute. They looked kind of fun, but clearly,
Didn't they also have Ish Smith? Did they have Ish?
Or
was he originally with them?
Ish has been on 13 teams. Where he was which year? But I do know he's a champion now. Deserves it.
I'm sorry, a champion.
A champion. He deserves it. Way to be a journeyman in the NBA. It's not easy, and everyone seems to love him as a teammate. So kudos to him. But
originally with the Rockets.
Who cares? Originally, that was like.
Because I asked, was he originally with the Wizards?
He was on the Wizards at one point.
2019, 2021, he was a Wizard.
Yeah.
Man, he's played for a lot of teams.
For a team that doesn't have a point guard, it's a bold choice to take a wing. Now, I do like Asar Thompson a lot because he's a hyper athletic wing who has the ability to ball handle, to drive, to shoot a little bit, to facilitate out of the wing, which is great. He's a dog defensively, so like there's a ton to like about it. It's just. I do wonder the impact of not playing with a point guard. And again, this could be bigger picture. He could be like, hey, we're trading Bradley Beal. We're going to get a point guard back. Or we're gonna get something back that allows us to take a point guard, maybe like a Cason Wallace at some point during this draft. But we can't allow trades. So maybe I'm missing out on part of the grand plan here and why Amen Thompson is still on the board. But surely...
Number 9, Dave, the Jazz.
Surely the
Mad
Jazz
Rogue.
would not pass up.
So Mad Rogue, like I said, GM of the Jazz in this.
Surely would not. I'm afraid. You don't.
Bilal Coulibaly. Met 92.
I've been drinking water all day.
So it's funny, Dave, because I want to mention something real quick with this. It's funny because if you haven't watched the joint mock that Dave and I did, little spoiler for that, one of the Jazz picks was Bilal Coulibaly. And Dave, you said, I feel like this would be a good pick for them because it seems like a Danny Ainge guy.
Yeah.
The only problem was it wasn't at 9.
I wish this was alcohol. Like if this was just vodka, maybe like I could just down it, don't feel better about this pick.
Bilal Coulibaly is the pick for the Jazz at numero 9.
Why do you hate Amen Thompson? Is the fact that he is one of the best athletes to ever come to the NBA a problem? Is the fact that he's one of the best passers to come to the NBA a problem? Is it just the fact that he's 20 years old and he has a shot that's
maybe
not
they felt like, hey, he didn't fit with the team. He hasn't fit with any team yet.
Their lack of point guard would disagree with you.
I mean, is he a point guard though? Like,
I am.
If he was a point guard, he'd be a number 1 point guard.
I swear to God, if the next person in here does not take Amen Thompson.
So the next person we will. So the next 2 picks we will be pulling people in. We are gonna reinvite Sam in to make the Mav pick. So Sam, who makes
Sam's my guy. Sam's been a subscriber of ours for like 8 years, probably.
Yeah, probably.
He's one of the OGs of the Fast Break. I'm stalling for time.
Yeah, no, Dave, you don't have to stall. We know the biz of this. We know how it works.
Please, Sam, do not disappoint me. I might have to disown you. I hate to say it.
Sam, how we doing?
Sam, there's a lot of pressure on you right now.
I see him.
Back.
You want the face cam?
No, it's up to you. It's up to you.
Totally your call.
It's up to you. We just couldn't hear you.
Overall pick. It is the Dallas Mavericks on the board, and there's a name that I want you to say very badly right now, Sam. Are you going to say that name?
Yes, Grady Dick.
Get the out of your Sam. I am disappointing you. I'm not even going to kick you out of the channel. I'm going to lecture you on why that's so ridiculous.
Sam, we love you.
Thompson is on the board right now. Amen Thompson. I understand that you have Luka Doncic on your team. I understand that Kyrie Irving technically sort of under control, but you kind of got to pay the man like $1 billion and hope that he doesn't implode your team like the last 5 teams he's been on. But Amen Thompson on the board, and you're choosing to go with Grady Dick. He is the literal polar opposite of Amen Thompson. He's like, great, he can shoot the ball. He can't defend very well. He's not an excellent athlete. He's not an amazing passer. But you're like, Grady Dick's my guy here. That's cool. That's cool. Get the out of here, Sam. I'm not even. No. Give me a defense. I'll. Please give me some sort of defense because I'm just.
No, I just needed you to do one of these analytical rounds.
I can drop numbers. I didn't even hit you with percent.
I am happy that this happened when Sam was in here because Sam loves it and is not going to be offended. Like you, Dave, the way you just went off, I'm like, this is how we treat our fans.
This is how you know your family here at MVP. Because I'm not going to hold back. I respect Sam. He's been in our Discord forever. He's been a huge fan of ours since day one. Like, I love the fact that you have stuck with us through everything. But the fact that you took Grady Dick at 10, I'm so unhappy right now.
Yeah, I had to do it, Dave. Had to do it.
All right, Sam. We will catch you later.
Next, we will have Chainsaw coming in for the second Magic pick, Dave.
Okay, seems like an obvious choice here. We went Taylor Hendricks at 6, and it's some sort of 200 IQ play by Chainsaw. He knew that teams would overlook Amen Thompson because he's available now at 11. So cheaper. They're saving money.
So I just want to say,
yeah,
you're just not expecting this to be Amen Thompson. You're just not expecting it.
No. I hope it's Amen Thompson because as much as he hates the Magic right now, there's no way that he would just intentionally throw and put like Jalen Hood-Schifino here. If he puts Jalen I'm quitting.
Ooh, that would be a great pick.
Chainsaw, right?
Yeah, Chainsaw.
Okay, I'm gonna give him the @ symbol real quick.
Man, now I want him to fall all the way to 30. Just to see what that does to Dave. If he went to the Clippers at 30.
You guys are just being to me now. This is punishment. This is just punishment, Chainsaw.
What's up?
How
Thompson is on the board. Are you going to make me unhappy? Because because Sam did, and Sam ended up with a 2-minute lecture about why he's wrong.
Who's on the board?
Amen Thompson. I don't know if you heard of him. In the OTE?
Yeah, so with the 11th pick, the Magic are going to take Amen Thompson. Shout out to you, Kai. I'm telling you, making this team better one by one. One by one. What?
Oh, my hair.
I did him a favor. I made this team better, man.
I gotta switch over so this thing's up. Like, I just love how you threw the shot. Like
it's not a shot. It's not a shot. It's not. It really isn't. Shout out to Kai.
The fact that you though said we're making this team better one man at a time.
We are. Man, they're not a good team, man. You know, we gotta make them better.
Facts.
They'll be all right.
Chainsaw and I can agree on something.
They'll be all right. They'll be all right.
I mean, get on the Bulls level. Am I right?
Yes.
Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back.
You'll learn one day
Next year.
The value of run it back.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Chainsaw. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
So you happy? You happy? Amen Thompson went.
Amen.
Amen.
I am. I'm unhappy that our Discord decided to troll me.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was at you. You know, it was the best part.
What?
When you were like, back to Sam, when you said, there's one name on the board. Are you going to say that name, Sam? He goes, yes, I am. Grady Dick.
It's all the confidence in the world.
He was walking into something that he didn't know he was walking into, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, I think so. The last like 2 minutes, maybe even more, has probably been the most fun content that we've ever had in this draft draft class. Oh man, I don't know how I'm going to continue, man. I feel like I've lost 5 pounds laughing with all this, but
I'll leave that. That's some low-hanging fruit.
We need to continue. The Thunder at 12. A Raph.
Okay, Raph. We're thinking what here? What? I'm putting myself into the Thunder mindset. What's a Raph bringing to the table?
Jordan Hawkins, guard, UConn.
Jordan Hawkins. Okay. Look, I don't hate it, but I don't love it, and I'll tell you why. Jordan Hawkins, 3-point shooter, sniper. They do have Isaiah Joe on a good deal right now. Jordan Hawkins, better defender than Isaiah Joe, more playable than Isaiah Joe. And I think he brings a speed to his, like, they're different style 3-point shooters too. Like Hawkins navigates screens like a mother, and Isaiah Joe just happens to be able to find ways to get open. He doesn't depend on the screen game, I should say. So I like it, but I do wonder, how do they play? At this point, you're going bench picks anyway for the Thunder, and he is a playoff caliber. Like, you would assume he's someone who can contribute early, and this is a Thunder team looking for the playoffs this year. So I can understand. I can understand it. Yeah.
The next pick, Dave, J-Dub. You're gonna really love J-Dub after this pick, Dave.
How far am I scrolling down on Fanspo to find this pick?
No, you're really gonna love this pick.
Oh, it's Kobe Buffkin.
It's 13. The Raptors are taking Kobe Buffkin.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. J-Dub, this is why we get along so much. As much as we have different viewpoints on how the draft, or how to evaluate players in the draft, we see eye to eye on some things, and that it just makes it so much sweeter. It really does. Like, it's like when him and I agree is when you know that's a guy. Just in case you didn't know, we did not agree on Anthony Black.
No, you did not. At 14, he is now here, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Sean is in the other chat, home from work.
That's Sean.
And you know I'm going to ask him about it. You know I'm going to ask him about good old work. Because you got to go to work, Dave. Bring your lunch pail. We're going to work.
I almost added Sean Anderson.
Yeah, you did. I know. I felt it.
I just got sad. I'm going to shoot Sean Anderson next.
I think the last thing I saw on Twitter, Sean was in Iowa this week. He was on vacation.
For what?
I don't know. He did Sean things. He posted a picture like him outside with like a rest stop in the background. He said, "I'm in Iowa."
Nice. I love that.
Sean things.
All right, well, we're gonna get Philly Sean in here. Hope he's ready.
Mm-hmm. Sean, how we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I gotta ask you.
I'm not doing great, Sean.
Oh God.
I'll tell you
What
what.
happened?
What happened? This mock draft happened. I was in a good mood.
Thompson
Now-
fell all the way to 11.
But it's okay. I
I
was
agreed with
redeemed.
Soapy. I agreed with Soapy that it was very dumb. If
Which
I
is
was
fine.
picking,
Weird things happen in the draft sometimes, and I gotta learn to live with it. You know, that's how
Yeah.
drafts work.
yeah, if I was picking from 6 to like 13, or 6 till when Amen got picked, I would have picked Amen over anybody other than because even though they don't need guards, Amen Thompson's still best player available.
Thank you.
Dave's like, now you're thinking like I am. Sean, we're at 14. The Pelicans, who you taking?
When I was looking at the picks, I was like, I know they need a point guard. CJ's not a good enough point guard. He's a good shooting guard, but defense is he always. So with the 14th pick, the Pelicans went Cason Wallace, guard from Kentucky.
Dave likes to pick.
Excellent
Dave loves
pick.
to
Excellent pick. Big claps for you all around. We're gonna have 3-and-D point guard, who's from Kentucky, so he'll probably be a star
Mhm.
if we had to guess in the next couple of years. Mad respect to you for choosing correctly.
But rest picks probably won't be chosen correctly.
Well, that's why we're here. But thank you, Sean. I can't wait to hear where this is going because that doesn't make me feel any better about the rest of this night.
30 is something else.
Okay. We will check in a bit then. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. Sean will be back. Dave Campser is up next with the Hawks.
I got to prepare myself for this one. Then.
Campser last time he was in was the Pacers pick. You didn't have a problem with the Pacer pick.
I could understand that one. Yeah.
And I will say the Hawks are Campser's team, by the way.
So this should be good.
Mm-hmm.
I do expect good things from him. Yeah. All right, Campser.
Campser, you're back.
Back here to pick for the.
Is a big one. I was telling everyone before you came in, this is your team.
This is I'm happy with who fell to us, especially given some of the wild picks that were.
You don't say.
Who are you taking for the Hawks here?
With the 15th pick, I have the in the 2023 NBA draft, I have the Atlanta Hawks selecting Nick Smith Jr. Guard.
Nick Smith Jr. Okay, Arkansas guard. Little bit of combo, little bit of upside. I like it. Why did you like Nick?
It's sort of a hedge. One, Murray only has 1 year left on his deal. Don't know if we can keep him with all the cap situations. And two, I think he fits even with Murray here. You know, with the Hawks have always been needing a backup point guard, someone who can score, create their own shot, and also do a little bit of playmaking.
Yeah.
And they've been needing that for about 3 years now. And if Smith Jr. is there at 15, I think he fills that hole.
I like it. I like that you're not afraid of the fact that he had injuries and had a rough season at Arkansas. Not the best spacing group there, but
I had questions with AJ, and it turned out perfect. So
big believer. Love it. Thank you, Cam, sir.
So Dave, you like that pick?
Didn't let me down. Do I have other guys rated up?
He hasn't let me down once yet.
Do I have other guys rated in the same range? Absolutely. Could I have gone different ways?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I don't think that's a bad pick, though.
No, it's not a bad pick.
Helps Atlanta get better.
Mm-hmm.
Good on you.
I will say one thing I forgot. So Campser was a Hawks fan. I said that. I forgot to mention for the Thunder pick, a Raph with Jordan Hawkins. A Raph is a Thunders fan, so that was his pick.
Okay. So he's more in tune than me, maybe.
Yeah, that was like so for most of these, like I didn't mention it for Soapy either. Like Soapy's team is the Pistons.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
Did you?
We
Okay. Soapy's team was the Pistons. He got his own pick. A Raph got the Thunder pick. I did that too. If it's your team, you got the pick.
Chainsaw got the Magic pick. Just happened to be.
The great thing, Dave, is like Chainsaw, Mad Rogue, Sam. All of them are Bulls fans. Don't have to worry. Bulls don't have a pick.
Except for the fact that
J-Dub and Sean, both Sixer fans. Don't have to worry. Yes, I know.
Magic.
I know. But Dave, it just happened to fall that way. I don't know. What, are you going to shoot the messenger? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm just saying, may the odds ever be in your favor. Hit him with the.
I mean, hey, you like sometimes life works out exactly like you want it to. So the next pick was Mad Rogue. He had the Jazz Part 2.
Okay, Jazz Part 2. So with pick 1, hang on, let me make sure I got this.
He had
pick 1 Bilal Koulibaly.
Yes. Pick
so we
2,
went upside swing, and we. That's fine. I'm gonna swallow it at this point. Just move past.
Keontae George, Baylor.
Why? I don't want to click draft. Why? You tell me.
Me?
You pretend you're him and tell me why Keontae George is going to the Jazz.
I will be completely honest, Dave. I would have not made this pick. There's a pick that comes later that I would love to take, and it's Leonard Miller would have probably been the pick.
Did I take Keontae George at 28 with the Jazz?
Maybe. Let me check.
And this is a spoiler. I don't know what order these are coming out in.
It's not even coming out. It's the order you watch it in, too. Because some people might come to this and then go to that. Whatever. It's 1 or 2 picks that we've said. You had the Jazz, at 28. So
yeah. Okay.
So you and Chainsaw were right on. He just did it at 9 and 16, and you did it at 16 and 28.
It's kind of awesome, actually. I take it back. This is awesome. Because I'm reading the same thing they are. We just value things a little differently here. That's all. We just got a little difference in the values.
And I will say this. This is a spoiler if you know Mad Rogue, Dave. We'll see how much you know Mad Rogue. His last Jazz pick is near and dear to his heart. Near and dear to his heart.
Okay.
If you know Mad Rogue, you know exactly who that pick is.
Don't know well enough, apparently.
Number 17, we got Sam back in with the Lakers.
All right,
Will Sam induce another Dave rage-filled rant?
That's Sam.
Another not hate. Hate's not the right word, but rageful.
I just lost it for a second there.
Sam's the perfect one that we could have lost. That you could have lost it to, because oh boy, I was even getting a little worried. Sam, how we doing? Third time we've seen you tonight.
Good.
Who are the Lakers taking at 17?
Leonard Miller.
Okay. Gold star, Sam. Gold star.
Dave's like, I apologize for everything that happened before.
No, I don't apologize, but I will say that this does make up for some of your choices earlier. Leonard Miller's a great pickup for the Lakers. Thank you so much for not making my heart explode again.
Well, you much of it from what everybody else has been last.
Thank you, Sam. We will catch you in a bit.
Oh, thanks, Sam. So you happy with Leonard Miller to the Lakers?
I am, actually. I think the timeline's a little questionable, but I think it is the right player who's available. So you take your BPA, you understand that LeBron James needs guys who will be able to help him out sooner rather than later, but at the same time, he might be somebody who gives you like regular season minutes and during the playoffs is playing a much more reduced role, where he is just out there for rebounds and defense. And hopefully that does it for you, because he is a quick learner. He's a super athletic wing who just happens to be one of the best rebounders in this draft class, happens to be one of the more athletically gifted, but maybe he doesn't have all the... He's new to his height, is how I'm going to put this. He looks like Bambi on roller skates sometimes. The upper body and the lower body don't move in the same motions. You know, it's weird. He's athletic, but he doesn't quite get it all yet. But he's grown so quickly, both physically and basketball like you was. There's a lot to love. Lots of love.
Dave, I apologize for this next one ahead of time. A ref with the Heat. You know who the pick is?
Well, if you're apologizing, it's Jalen Hood-Schifino.
It's Gigi Jackson.
Oh.
You like that? You said the one guy you hate, and I hit you with the other one.
What?
Yeah, Gigi Jackson, South Carolina is the pick for the Heat. Here's can I try to get into the brain of a ref?
Please do. I want someone to yell at, but he's not here.
Now
so-
tell me if I'm like not wrong, but like fill me in with Gigi for a second.
Sure.
He didn't have any off the court issues, right?
He's
He's not someone that is this
he has
some
not had any legal conflicts
Okay.
off the court. No.
Then the thing
Is
I can
that
think of
thing-
is basically, hey, I like what Gigi, and I'm yet again trying to get into the brain of a ref. Hey, I like what Gigi is, and if he could get under Jimmy Butler's tutelage and Jimmy can kick him in the butt a little bit, maybe make him a better player. Maybe unlock his full potential. Having the best coach in the league and having one of the hottest workers in the league in Jimmy G Buckets.
If there's a team where he would be successful, I would probably pin it to the Heat, the Raptors, the Thunder, maybe the Spurs. No, take it back. Take it back. Those three teams, I will give them their credit for their culture, for their dedication to development, and so he's 6'9", which is great. He has a grown man's body, great. Also, he has a growing offensive skill set it's already it's above average for his age. Again, you have to remember he reclassified back up, so he is an 18-year-old. He's young in his class. And he has, I would say really, really good offensive game for his age. The problem is what's between the ears. This kid thinks he's the shit. And to his own detriment.
So Jimmy Buckets is exactly what he needs. A little bit of humbling, basically.
He will either be out of the league in 2 years being on the Miami Heat.
So he'll either be a Timberwolf or a really good player on the Heat.
Yeah, that's so he publicly after losing a game called out his coach for not giving him the last shot when time mattered.
Yeah.
Not something you would want out of your star. I
think some people would like the moxie.
Out of a high schooler.
Yeah, I know.
Basically, he's an 18-year-old. Like I know it's college, but he doesn't play defense.
Yeah.
Just no effort there. He happens to be 6'9".
But you got Jimmy Buckets, you got Bam Adebayo.
You draft him for his body. God-given body.
You got to play defense if you're 6'9".
You probably should play some defense. And he's just got no effort. And if he's not got the ball in his hands, he doesn't try. He is the most waste of talent that we have seen in such a long time. Like, we're talking like, if this kid applied himself, he could be so good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking like he should be a top 5 talent in this class. And you know how loaded that top 5 is? Like, if he actually did things right in his life.
If you just applied yourself.
Seriously. But it's not that I'm disappointed. I'm actually mad at him for how actively much of an he is. Like, that's the best answer I can give is when you're not. Oh yeah. Also, this gets into the workout rumors of the fact that during workouts, he showed up out of shape, and after I think it was after the workout had wrapped up, he went over and hit his vape pen in the gym.
Of course,
in
kids
front
are
of
going
the
to do that now.
Coaches, scouts, trainers. How dumb? How dumb are you?
I mean, hey man, vaping's cool with the kids.
Your in-person impression.
Yeah. For
hundreds of millions of dollars on the line.
Some guys get it, some guys don't, Dave. That's the problem.
And you're just like, nah, I got it, bro. He's never met a shot he doesn't like. He does not pass the ball.
Yeah.
I think it's very close between him and Cam Com, who is a worse passer. Just willingness. I don't know if Com is actually a bad passer. I don't think so. I just think he's unwilling. Gigi Jackson, now, for all the credit people want to say is, well, he played with a bunch of nobodies and, bad team. And I'm like, well, the team was bad because he was on it. So, okay, this is a long rant for someone who got picked.
We haven't talked about Gigi Jackson in a while, so you haven't had to unlift this. But
egregious. This is malpractice.
I think your buddy Chainsaw is going to make it okay.
If Pat Riley made this pick, I would have to accept it though.
You'd have to trust.
I like you see something that you can mold, and that is what he is. He is a piece of clay to mold, and he has all the gifts to do it. You just have to get through to him.
Chainsaw's up next with the
This
with
is
the
gonna be
Warriors.
the record. We're Chainsaw. Okay, we're at pick 19.
I was just
and I'm
gonna say I wrote it down. Did I hear another F word?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. Chainsaw's gonna make it okay, maybe.
Breathe, Dave. Breathe.
Breathe, Dave. Breathe.
That caught me off guard, Rick. You just took the knife and twisted it there.
Well, I mean, it was funny because you said you're like Jalen Hood-Schifino, and then I'm like, nope, Gigi Jackson. Like, just like, nope, the other one.
Just so much worse. Just so much
Oh,
worse.
Chainsaw, how we doing?
What's up, man?
Man, if you could see what I just went through in the last 3 minutes
What do you
With-
mean?
with the Miami Heat pick.
Oh, don't worry, he's gonna make it better. Who are the Warriors taking, Chainsaw? Let's just rip this Band-Aid off.
The Warriors, the 19th pick, they're taking Jalen Hood. Schifino? I don't know his last name.
Schifino.
Schifano.
Oh, let's just rip it right off, Dave. We'll talk about both of them right away, so you can just get this out of your system.
Tell me why you think he is able to be drafted at 19th overall. What in his game gives you any semblance of confidence that this kid will be able to succeed at the next level? Is it the fact he's 6'5"? Is that what
No.
does it? Is that just, hey, he's
To be
tall?
quite honest with you, I wasn't prepared to pick for the Warriors
Okay,
at 19.
I will accept that.
Taking potential, man.
I'll be honest
He's
with
clay
you.
to mold, man.
How much do you like mid-range floaters? Because that's what he brings to the table.
Hey, man, you know, like a little Denzel Valentine? Come on now.
You know what? I'm back in.
You remember those like
I'm back in for the Denzel Valentine reference.
those stupid
The
ass
fact that you said you don't like Denzel Valentine, and all I can think of is
Come
Denzel
on, man.
driving in floater.
that dumbass looking floater from like a free throw.
Yeah, if you want a steady diet of floaters, man, you will not be disappointed with Joe. Thank you. We're just pick after pick nailing it tonight. My faith in us in our Discord.
Chainsaw will be back
Yeah.
to be Mr. Irrelevant tonight.
I was gonna say, hold on a
Yeah.
minute, because
Go ahead.
number 30, I got a little something to say at number 30.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give. Yeah, let me know
Yeah.
what everyone's last pick is, so I can give them time to
Yeah.
give a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
At 30,
Thank
I
you,
got something to say, but thank you.
Okay. Okay, we'll catch you.
I hope it's good. I hope it's not against me.
Though, like. Why?
You like how I did the misdirection too?
Yeah.
Of like, I know
Like,
you don't know,
you're
so like,
okay.
don't worry, Chainsaw's gonna make it all better. Knowing in my head he's gonna just make it worse. I'm a little mad because I wouldn't want the Warriors to make that pick. Well, it wouldn't matter. He doesn't play anyways. They don't
Yeah,
play the
but-
rookies, Dave.
But there's players there that
Dude, could you imagine how mad you would get if they drafted Hood-Schifino and played him over Moody or Kuminga? How mad would you be on a scale of 1 to 10?
a 10.
Above a 10, you break the scale.
I can't get angry right now. I'm just my
Oh.
heart feels like it's exploded a little bit.
Mhm,
I
mhm,
gotta let it
mhm.
let it just sink back into reality because that was you guys hate me. That's what you're. That's
So-
why you're here tonight. Is you hate me.
So, Dave, I wish you would have said something about the telling everyone it's the last pick because I didn't think about it. The Lakers was Sam's last pick.
Okay. Maybe we'll circle back at the end
Yeah.
and give him that 31.
Because we've got a list of people who's not here. When we get to the Pacers, that'll be Campser's last pick.
Okay.
The Hornets will be Sean's last. No. Yeah. The Hornets will be Sean's last pick. 29 will be Campser's last pick. 30 will be Chainsaw's last pick.
I'm just gonna tell Sam to start thinking about 31.
Yeah. He's going to draft 31. The next pick, the Rockets, J-Dub at 4 took Anthony Black. At 20,
Right.
J-Dub takes Derek
Rock-
Lively out of Duke.
Okay. Now
They got a lot of
don't-
centers.
they do, and that's could be problematic if you believe in all of them.
So
but
you're
it's
thinking
not,
J-Dub
no.
doesn't believe in all of them, probably.
Yeah, and that's fair.
Is he
They don't
not?
all
Is he
care.
a Shangun guy? Is he not a Shangun guy?
I feel like he would be a Shengun.
Or is he
guy.
not? Or is he not a Garuba guy? Is this anti-Garuba?
Well, Garuba can play the well, Gruba can really only play the 5, but like defensively he can defend.
Garuba could do. Garuba can't.
He can defend many positions. Offensively, he's still questionable if you can put him on a court. But I do think that you could see some interesting lineups where Şengün's at the 4 and Lively's at the 5, and you go with a two bigs approach, and it could be a matchup nightmare. Not necessarily the guy I would have picked to complement the team, but at the same time, this is a team that you have JG4, apparently Ant Black, and Jabari as your 3 highest picks in this group for the team going forward. So you've got a lot of flexibility where you want to build. You know, you've got a couple, like, you got options. So I don't think Lively's a bad pick. If you think he's a value pick, you take the value pick and you learn how to work around it. So
the next 2 picks, Soapy had the Nets.
Yeah.
The first pick, he took a boy that you really like, Dave. Dariq Whitehead.
Love it. Love it. Athletic wing, finally going to have his full athleticism back after a successful surgery. Great shooter. Great shooter. And great shooter. Ricky
The second pick, Bryce Sensabaugh.
I mean, feels a bit redundant, but
redundant meaning they already have that type of player on the team, or redundant?
Yeah, I mean, Bryce Sensabaugh can shoot the ball really well from the mid range and from three.
So Soapy's just adding shooting.
Yeah, he's adding firepower to a team that may or may not need it. I guess it depends.
Well, maybe Spence could be gone.
Well, maybe he's thinking that they're going to move on from pieces like Joe Harris. Maybe DFS isn't going to be there long term, or maybe they're going to be unable to keep Cam Thomas. Not Cam Thomas, Cameron Johnson. Johnson. And maybe that's why. So he's like, oh, if we're not going to pay up for Cam Johnson, we need another shooter out here too. So he could be thinking multiple moves ahead. But I would have leaned towards either, a guard if there was a good one available. And you'll have to check out our mock draft, Ricky and I's mock draft, to see what we would do there.
There are guards available. There are guards going after this pick.
There could be. So interesting choices.
The Blazers pick at 23. Before I say what it is, Mad Rogue made the pick. Dave, this is the pick I mentioned to you. J-Dub dubbed this pick the best pick of the entire mock.
J-Dub.
The exact message was blank to the Blazers is the best pick in this mock. The Blazers, via Mad Rogue, take James Nagy, center out of Barcelona.
Best draft.
Best pick of the mock. This is the pick J-Dub liked the most. I mean, makes sense. Like, they need somebody to develop under Nurkic.
Sure.
I mean, I could see the center thing, but you're a dude that's probably watched more Nagy film than me.
See, here's the problem. He doesn't play much for a reason. So it's real easy to watch all the Nagy film you want. Because he's a limited big. Yeah. Now, it's not a bad thing. You're working with someone who is been trained for a couple of years now, say 2 years, to be a rim running big, to defend, to box out, to set some screens, which he's working on, rebound and rim protect. Like he's a limited player, and the Blazers got Brandon Miller at 3, correct?
The Blazers got Brandon Miller.
Okay, so Brandon Miller, so basically your starting roster would be Dame. If you wanted to start Sharp, you could. Otherwise, you could continue going with Anthony. And at the 3, you go Brandon Miller. At the 4, you're re-signing Jeremy Grant. And then at the 5, obviously, Nurk. So your bench unit, you upgrade with a long-term guy. Yeah, sure. I disagree that it's an amazing pick, because I think there are guys who could help them sooner in that Dame timeline. But you're addressing a need. But I think you probably have options out there. I feel like centers, like bench centers, are available in free agency. Yeah. That's my take.
Let's be honest. He's probably going to be a starter because Nurk will get injured.
Well, at some point. No, that's what Eubanks is for. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Eubanks.
Eubanks. Forgot about Eubanks.
I mean, they're going to re-sign him probably, I hope.
At 24, they... What? Trent Wofford, you said?
Yeah, me and J-Dub, so I'm going to throw it out there.
24, a Raf drafting for the Kangs.
Okay.
The Kangs dynasty.
Yes.
He drafts Colby Jones, guard out of Xavier.
Okay. Colby Jones. A bit of a do-it-all, kind of a small wing out there. I like it. He's got good size, year-over-year improvement in college. Smart player. Literally, I've got nothing terrible to say. It just feels like he's the guy who's good at everything, but not great at anything. And you hope that he's someone who can continue growing his game into like maybe the mold of like a Josh Hart, where it's just like he makes the right plays. He's a lot of hustle, but he's not going to hurt you. He's just a nice complementary piece to a team, which is something the Kings need because we saw they had some issues last year.
And if a Raf was here, that was his last pick of the mock. This is J-Dub's last pick. The Grizzlies. J-Dub goes City, Sissoko.
Yeah, I did find out it's CD. I know you initially, I think, had said CD, and then I went to...
So it's CD Sissoko, G-League Ignite, to the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Take that for data, Dave. Take that for data.
I'm good with that. Look, you want a defensive replacement for your most... I can't say that anymore. I would say like most annoying player, but now John Morant's on that list.
Oh, okay.
Your most aggravating player, and John Morant is not that.
I heard you say, can't say that anymore, and I'm thinking, what was he gonna say?
No, I'm talking crap about Dylan Brooks.
Yeah. Dave, it's just the world we live in now, where so much is like changing. I'm like, wait a second, what was Dave gonna say?
Nah, son, we good. But yes, CD Sissoko is just a defensive blanket. And he's got a growing offensive game, good ball handler with size, with strength. He's switchable every which way. He's got to continue working on the shot. It's a bit raw at the moment. It's not necessarily broken. We're not talking broken, but it's not good. So just adjustments to it need to be made. And I like the pick. I do. I like the pick.
Next, he's got 2 more picks left, both with the same team. We're bringing in Kamser for the Pacers. They took Jarace Walker earlier in the draft.
At Kamser.
Kamser's got the 26th pick with the Pacers up next. We're getting down to the end, Dave. We got 5 more picks.
Okay.
We're getting them.
There we go.
What's up, Kamser?
Just here to make it another pick. First Pacers pick, correct?
Yeah. Who are the Pacers taking at 26?
26. I have the Indiana Pacers selecting Jet Howard, guard, Michigan.
Okay. Big guard, shoots from the outside. I'm a fan. I am a fan.
I was going to say he trades in one set of, well, I know it's maize and blue is what they call it, but basically it's yellow and blue. Trades in one yellow and blue jersey for another yellow and blue jersey.
I like it.
Just in a different state.
Seemed like the right thing to do. So
nice. Thank you, Kamser.
Thank you. What do you think about this, Dave?
3 picks, 2 picks, right?
He's got one more. Yeah, he's got the last Pacer pick at 29.
Excellent. We'll see you in a minute then.
What do you think about that? Jet Howard, someone we haven't talked in depth about.
Yeah. Unique season last year at Michigan because he started off the year, obviously, coach's son. He's going to get some crap for that.
Son of the coach.
Going to get some crap for that. But at the same time, you got to know that coaches' kids are going to go one of 2 ways. They're either going to be absolute trash, or they're going to be coached and be in the circle of NBA players and have access to skills, trainers, information much earlier than anybody else would have and at a greater volume. So I like Jet Howard because he has such a good game already. His shot from the outside is really clean. He's one of the better shooters in the strat class. Top 5 shooter probably as it stands right now. Good size. He got forced out of his role, really. He became a de facto point guard for a little bit due to injuries. And then when he himself got hurt, it kind of shifted again to more of a collaborative effort with like Kobe Buffkin out there. But yeah, he's a good floor spacer. He needs to work on his defense, some physicality a little bit, but he'll grow into his frame. You know, that's a youth thing, I'm thinking. So I'm really expecting some good things for him. So I think it could work out well.
27. We have the Hornets. Sean making his last pick of the mock.
You got it.
Making his last pick.
Yeah, Sean. I gotta say it like that. I'm sorry, Sean.
Shawnee Anderson.
No, because otherwise it's Sean Anderson.
Yeah.
He's Sean.
Sean, not Sean.
Not Sean.
What up, Sean?
Losing my mind in the other channel.
Oh, good.
Dave's like, good. I'm not the only one losing my mind tonight.
Just dealt with 30 minutes of hypothetical trades between the Hawks and the Bulls for Zach LaVine and DeJounte Murray.
I'm all in, actually. We did similar. We done similar.
So,
and then I was... Oh, okay.
No. Sorry. Go ahead.
And then I was told the Rockets roster currently, just adding Dylan Brooks, will be good enough to be not a top 4 pick in the next year's draft.
No, Dylan Brooks makes them the number 1 overall pick.
According to Campster, they are better than at least 5 teams in the NBA.
I like the hot takes. I'm going to be honest. I like it.
AJ,
because they added a coach now. Whereas last year
they do have a coach. That is, they did not have a coach. Then AJ Griffin is better than every player in this draft besides 3.
What did you call it? The reign of Silas? Is that what you used to call it?
Yeah.
Dave, the reign of Silas. Sean, you're making this is first off your last pick in the mock. Thank you for being a part of it. Who are the Hornets taking at 27?
Knew they didn't need a guard. Center is still a needy position, but Gordon Hayward's getting older, so I went with a forward, even though he's a power forward, not a small forward. Chris Murray out of Iowa.
Hey. Okay, we got some similar brains.
Dave likes when it's like, ooh, I would have done the same thing.
Well, it's not even the same thing, but it's just like I see exactly why you're going there, and I think Chris Murray fits because he's a big wing who shoots the shit out of the ball. And I think when he's not the focal point of an offense, he'll be very effective with 2 amazing point guards down there in Charlotte.
And with this team, based off this draft, Scoot and LaMelo both dishing him the ball. Oh, yeah. LaMelo probably been the 2. If this draft goes the way that for the Hawks, the Hornets. Okay. They're a very good team.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. I think good picks.
And before I go, Man Thompson falling to 11 is a travesty.
Thank you.
Dave's like, I'm not the other one that thinks that.
I just go one guy. Oh wait.
No, you're good. You're good. Thank you.
Dave's like, I'm just talking nonsense over here. Have a good one, Sean. Thank you for being a part of this.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
The next pick is Mad Rogue making the last Jazz pick. Dave, I mentioned earlier, if you know Mad Rogue, you know this pick. Who do you think it is? Do you want a hint?
Yeah, I don't know.
He plays for Mad Rogue's college team that Mad Rogue likes. A team up north of us. They play the college is located in the UP. Jimmy Butler went there. No. D Wade went there.
Marquette.
No, I think Jimmy. Yep. Who's from Marquette? Omax, baby. Omax to the Jazz at 28.
I like it. The Jazz get a wing defender who upside could be something more than a corner 3 kind of guy.
Jimmy Butler also went to Marquette. Okay, I was right.
No, it's a good pick. It's a good pick. There's some other things they could go for, but he's got the kind of frame you want.
Yep.
And he passes like the vibe check of he's a hell of a hard hustler. He's a hard worker. He's coachable. And Marquette had one of the best defenses or not even defenses. They had one of the best starting lineups in college basketball last year. So like, I think they had 3 out of the top 15
Mm-hmm.
as far as on-off metrics with those lineups.
Mhm.
Just dominant team. So credit to him.
And then making his last pick for the Pacers, Camser. Coming back in, making the last pick. Love this pick, by the way. This is a really solid pick for the Pacers.
29.
29. Viente Nueve.
Nailed it.
Dude, I'm my Spanish 4, man. It works out sometimes.
2, 1. Oh no, he's typing.
Uh-oh.
He said ready already. What's he typing? I'm afraid, Ricky.
Seems like I gotta wait now.
I'm waiting until he types. I'm afraid to. Maybe it's just Discord's kind of hard lagging.
Yeah, maybe.
We're pulling the trigger.
Camser, how we doing?
We're doing good, doing good.
Before I ask you to make this pick, I do want to thank you personally for not just so everyone's getting the thank you for being a part of it, but I mentioned it earlier. You didn't hear it because this isn't being live streamed. I want to thank you personally because the whole reason this is happening is because of you.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like it's a really fun experience. Get to do it, 2 years running now? 3 years? Can't
2 or
remember.
3. I think 3 years total, 2 years recorded.
Yeah, no, and you guys don't experience it, but the green room, so to say, is a.
I heard there's some.
I heard there's Zach LaVine, DeJounte Murray trades getting thrown out.
Oh, we got some Siakam trades. We're cooking in the lab in the green room right now.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
But who are, with your last pick, the Pacers taking at 29 in the NBA draft?
With the 29th pick in the 2023 NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers are selecting Brandon Podziemski,
I love it.
guard out of Santa Clara.
I just love the pick. It's because I love Podziemski. That's the whole reason why.
If you were worried about Buddy Hield leaving, you go ahead and get yourself another Buddy Hield, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great pick. Yeah, really good pick, man. Yeah, I think you want to.
Yeah, no, just really shocked he was there. I felt like with the Pacers, I kept getting value at everywhere I got. I got Walker at 7, I got Howard 26, and I got Podziemski at 29. I can't really complain.
Yeah, no. I mean, sure, Amen Thompson might not have been.
I knew his name was going to get brought up.
But I at least understand and respect Jarace Walker being in that conversation. So, no, I think it was really good picks from you. And again, thank you for pushing us to get this done.
I'm gonna lie, I didn't realize it just flew. I just had assumed he had been taken. Like it,
right?
It just,
because any rational person would have assumed that he would have been gone already. Not doing this.
I think I probably would actually be taking a lot of calls at 7 if Amen Thompson's still there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And other Pacers.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you. It was awesome.
Yeah, no.
Dave's like, I'll bite my tongue before I go off again.
I yelled a couple times. Thank you, Camser.
Thank you, Camser. And then with the last pick, Dave.
Well,
unless you got stuff to say against
last pick of the first round.
Yeah, of the first round. We're gonna bring Sam in for the
an honorary 31st pick. Say goodbye.
So we're bringing in Chainsaw to make the last pick of the first round before we bring Sam back in.
Chainsaw.
This one.
What is?
You're gonna love this pick, Dave. You're gonna love it.
Are we picking a down under for a down under?
Dude, sham wow, baby. You're gonna love. I can't finish. I don't want to get demonetized, so I'm not gonna finish it. If you guys don't know, sham wow, like just watch it. Chainsaw, I'm gonna ask you again, how we doing?
All right, man. How you doing?
Make the pick. I can't wait.
All right. So at 30, I got who's at 30? The Bucks?
The Clippers.
Oh, I got the Clippers. Okay, I got them taking, I think, Bates.
Yep.
He was available.
Amoni Bates.
Here's my thing, though. If I don't know I don't really know this draft at all. Like, I didn't pay attention. We got no picks. It's not. He turned his face cam off.
I don't think he wanted to show his reaction because Dave don't like Amoni Bates.
You don't like Bates? All right, listen. Well, hold on. You're not gonna like what I'm gonna say then. Yo, Karnasovis, you better be on the phone this draft, man. And and if a player like him is down at that level with that value, you gotta call.
Do
you gotta make a call.
But we could trade into the second round and get him, right?
Do not encourage
Maybe.
AKME. I know they listen, but like, do not encourage them to trade for money base.
They ain't doing their job. We know that. They ain't gonna do a damn thing.
We're not trading for money base. We don't want to bring that to our team, okay? We do not need that.
That's all we're missing at this point, right? Like, that's all we're missing is some John Morant controversy. That's it. That's the only thing we're missing.
I don't.
Give me Brandon Miller and Emoni Bates out of this draft. I'm telling you right now. But
why Brandon Miller and not Scoot?
Oh, I would take him too. But
okay.
all seriousness though.
Guns.
All seriousness though.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta be on the phone, man.
We do.
Like if there's like someone that falls at this value, and we don't take them, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
This core is not it. It was ended by our 25-year-old point guard having arthritis. It's our luck of the draw, man. Yeah, I have no words.
I'm trading DeMar DeRozan for late.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, a 1+ deal. I'm trading Caruso for a late first. I'm trading Zach LaVine for multiple firsts.
By the way, I know neither of you, like, this is not the thing, but I'm going to bring it up because David didn't bring it up earlier, and Chainsaw, you're a Bulls fan. You know what article I saw today from from Yahoo while Dave and I were recording earlier? Apparently, some people believe that the Bulls need to make a DeMar DeRozan for Dad Van Vliet swap. Why would we send DeMar back to Toronto? Do they want him back? I know some people would want Dad Van Vliet.
Yeah, he'd be an upgrade.
But would they want DeMar back in Toronto?
I mean, no.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We've got decisions to make this offseason. Let's just hope they make the right ones.
Same people trying to get us Derrick Rose back. Like,
yeah.
You know he's going to play one last season for us before he retires.
I think he likes Tom Thibodeau more than Chicago.
You don't think he'll take like one last ride with Chicago?
He might take
like the Udonis Haslem treatment?
No, that's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like I'm so ready for us to do something, please. Like it's been since the summer of 2021 where we really haven't done a damn thing worthy. Like do something, dude.
As Bulls fan with no picks here,
yeah, it stinks.
And yeah, exactly. It's just like you just said. We have no picks like at all. It's gonna be a boring night for me. I'm gonna watch it though. But
I will be there. You can watch us. Watch it.
All right.
Watch
cool.
Dave react to overreact all night. Live.
All right, cool. All right.
Thank you, Chainsaw.
All right.
Amazing.
Thank you, Chainsaw. Chainsaw_Chief. Follow him on Twitch.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And then Dave, the last but not least, right. Sammy boy.
Sam.
Oh, Sammy boy.
Let's see if he noticed.
The pipes are calling.
This is a risk, Ricky.
What, just dragging him in cold?
I gave him the 3-2-1, but I'm going to find Emoni Bates to put on the draft for 30, so let me get this down all correctly.
Yep.
So pick 31. Pick 31.
Dude, I will say, Sam, before we get to you, I just want to say one thing. Sean DM'd me and said, I can't wait to hear this recording when Chainsaw says Emoni Bates and Dave loses his mind.
I'm raged out. So Sam, we pulled you in on the spot because everybody's gotten to say, their piece at their last pick. I didn't realize that you had already had your last pick. So I want to give you an opportunity. If you want to take a pick for pick 31 for the Detroit Pistons, otherwise you can just shout out whatever you want, say anything you want. This is your time to shine. If you're there. This is way funnier if you are just not at your computer.
He's just sitting there like, oh.
If I'm the Pistons, I would be taking Tracy Jackson-Davis.
Tracy Jackson-Davis. Okay. Sam, nailed it. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam, for being a part of this. One of the OGs.
Yep. Thank you. Do you have anything you want to shout out or vent about? We just got done with Chainsaw talking about how the Bulls need to do something. Definitely not draft Emoni Bates via some sort of trade, but, if you have any, anything along those lines.
Well, for about the 20% of Bulls fans who want Garpax back and they've lost all faith in Acme, I'm like, yeah, going back into the past with those buffoons is not going to be fixing things with a magical wand.
Thank you. Preach.
You have to embrace whatever direction they're going to go and just run with it. And the good news is preseason football starts in about a month and a half, so then we have some action.
Justin Fields coming at you. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hard Knocks 2023, Chicago Bears. Let's
Please don't
run
make
it.
us. Please don't make us. Sam, thank you so much.
Beyond that thing, nobody wants to, not even the line. They're going to have to draw straws. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Sam, for the
Thank
reality
you,
check.
Sam.
Fans. We will wrap it up here.
Mm-hmm. So, Dave, now that we're completely over, before I give the complete rundown, any final thoughts from you? It's been a very emotional, like you've been all rage. Like here's the thing: you didn't know it was coming, so you let it all out with Ahmed Thompson. Then Gigi Jackson just sucked that little extra that you had in the reserve.
They just got a quick little he slapped to the face with Jalen Hood-Schifino. You thought it was looking.
Oh man, that was the. I think that's my favorite part. Is I go, who do you think it is? And you go, Jalen Hood-Schifino. I go, Gigi Jackson. You went, what? Didn't expect to hear that name.
I hope everyone who is watching this enjoyed this mock.
Mm-hmm.
This is the content.
This is the mock for the people. This is the people's mock.
Yeah, this is the people's mock. People have spoken. The people hate me and my opinions on the draft class.
The people's mock, Dave. Hit him with the elbow.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not wearing the right shirt though today.
Yeah, no, I've got my Johnny Wrestling. Well, I mean, yeah. Johnny Wrestling. When he was Johnny Wrestling, he was a wrestler of the people. Everyone had the Johnny Wrestling faces up.
Yeah.
He was a wrestler of the people.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. We enjoyed making it. I enjoyed it a little bit less than Ricky, I think.
The best is the Amouny Bates where I knew what you were doing. You cut because you're like, I need to make a reaction that I don't want my face shown.
Yep. I muted my mic and I turned off the face cam and
you couldn't even lip read what Dave was saying.
Nope. Not a chance. Yeah, what's the tally up to tonight? I feel like we hit a new record high.
I mean, so here's the thing, Dave. Mm-hmm. Not everyone has known this. We've recorded at least 3 things today. Bradley Beal, we were pretty good, only 3. Joint mock, only 2. I felt like that was kind of low for us.
Definitely low.
The Discord mock.
Very professional. We're very professional people, Ricky. We are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And one of them was not you or I. Well, 2 of them were not you or I.
I would say...
Thank you, Chainsaw.
I would say it's lucky because my mic probably didn't pick up all of my swears.
Yes, probably.
So...
Probably. Final rundown for the people. So, Sam at number 1, picking Victor for the Spurs. Sean at 2, taking Scoot to the Hornets. Blazers via Madrow, going with Brandon Miller. J-Dub with the Rockets, taking Anthony Black. Soapy with the Pistons, taking Tom Whitmore. Chainsaw with the Magic, taking Taylor Hendricks. Campser with the Pacers, taking Jerace Walker. Araf with the Wizards, taking Sir Thompson. Mad Rug with the Jazz, taking Bilal Koulibaly. I want to say Koulibaly each time. Koulibaly. Sam with the Mavs, going with Grady Dick. Chainsaw with the Magics, going with Ahmed Thompson. Araf with the Thunder, going Jordan Hawkins. J-Dub with the Raptors, going Kobe Buffkin. Sean with the Pelicans, going Kaysen Wallace. Campster with the Hawks, going Nick Smith Jr. Mad Rogue with the Jazz, going Keontae George. Sam with the Lakers, going Leonard Miller. Araf with the Heat, going G.G. Jackson. Chainsaw with the Warriors, going Jalen Hood-Schifino. J-Dub with the Rockets, going with Derek Lively. Soapy with the Nets, going with Dariq Whitehead and then Bryce Sensabaugh. Mad Rogue with the Blazers, going James Najee. Araf with the Kings, going with Kobe Jones. J-Dub with the Grizzlies, going Sidi Sissoko.
Sissoko.
Camps are with the Pacers going with Jet Howard. Sean with the Hornets going Chris Murray. Madrug with the Jazz going Oliver Maxis Prosper. Camps are with the Pacers going with Brandon Podziemski. And then Chainsaw with the Clippers going with Emoni Bates. Eastern Michigan. That is going to do it for our Discord mock. Make sure if you haven't seen the Bradley Beal video, go check that out. If you haven't seen Dave and I, if you want another mock, Dave and I's mock, I'm actually going to put it at the end of this video. You can just click the thing that comes on screen. You can see our joint mock if you haven't seen that before already. This. Yes, this was the last thing we recorded for Saturday when we did record. Remember, if you want to support us, go ahead and click that Patreon link down below. If you want to become a part of the Discord and be a part of these fun drafts that we do, go ahead and join the Discord. It's free. That link is also down below in the description. Let us know what you guys think about everything and everything. Remember, we are going to be live streaming for the draft on Thursday. And as always, have a good day, everybody.
Take a deep breath.
As always, we'd like to thank the people that make these videos possible, our patrons whose names are displayed on the screen now. If you would like to become a patron, go ahead and click the Patreon icon in the bottom right. And if you'd like to check out another video from MVP Sports, hit the video in the upper left. As always, thanks for watching.